recording right now. So German, Japanese mid-range. If you've been playing a significant amount on the ladder and you've climbed up a significant amount on the ladder, chances are you've run into some variation of this deck. The list that we're trying out today is very similar to any that you'd find. I think the only standout difference between this and others that you'd see on the ladder is these STUG IVs. I just really like this card. I'm pretty much just trying to see how this card does. It works well with our encirclements. I think this card is reasonably positioned, actually. I'm not playing it just because I think it's a meme or just because I like the card. I think the card is reasonable in this deck right now for a number of reasons. One, it works well with our encirclements, which most of these lists are running anyway, to combo with the 34th Infantry, the Gebirgsjäger, and to a lesser extent the FLAMMPANZERs and PANZER III-Ls when you can. Okay, so it's one of the better encirclement targets in this deck. Two, this card trades up with a lot of the tanks that the other German-based mid-range decks are running right now. It eats the Panzer III-Ls, FLAMMPANZERs, and Panzer IIIs, and it trades up with the Panther Gs, Panther As, and even the Panzer IVs that they might be running. So I don't think it's a completely... So I think it's worthwhile considering. Is it better than, say, running 3 like Volksgrenadier in this position, or just like something else? I don't know, but I like the card and I think it's reasonable, so we're gonna play it and see how it goes. And because I just want to be a little different. You've probably, I'm sure if you guys watch card streams, you've seen enough of this deck, or you've played enough of it on the ladder. At least I can provide you something with a little bit of a different spice added to the mix. Typically, the 34th Infantry, discarding your stuff, it won't be an issue. Chances are you'll win the game long before the milling matters. Now, I have not played this archetype yet, so I'm not really sure what to look for in a hand. To me, this seems reasonable. I don't know that... Like, maybe 1 or 2 cards could be changed, but I'm assuming this is a reasonable keep. Maybe against US, we don't want this NEBELWERFER, and we're instead want to look for a solid 2-drop. Then again, joint operation and artillery in our hand's kind of nice. I think I'm inclined to keep everything except for this in this hand. Have a little bit of removal, have some early game threats, have some solid early game threat, have some solid mid game threats. That's a nice draw. So we can move this up, play this on 2. Hopefully start pressuring our opponent. Okay. We'll see what he has. If he has engineers... Ooh, that's really good, though. So real question, do I encircle this now, or do I get greedy and try to encircle the Gebirgsjäger? If I try to get greedy and encircle the Gebirgsjäger, I can't operate it next turn. And if he plays the engineers, that's problematic. I think I want to do this and shoot this. This might be wrong because it puts it in range to a Woken Giant, but him shooting one of these two and doing that anyway... Or he can do that anyway by shooting. I guess we get punished by double whatever. Yeah, see, this is why I like doing this, because now I can eat this, and I guess I'm obligated to hit that now, though, eh? And then I don't have another play. Alternatively, we could shoot this, play the STUG, and then what? This dies to this. Do we care? I don't think I don't know that I want a joint operation that. But STUG IV is kind of expensive to operate at this point. Maybe it's just the Gebirgsjäger. No, let's just kill this. Hello, Kopek. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your Friday is going well so far. Don't really care about that. We have numerous ways to take this off the table. Do I want a Takasagi? I'd probably rather Panzer IV because I can play Takasagi and operate it next turn. Plus this can help us find something we need to deal with this board state. We don't know how we want to deal with this board state quite yet though. I'll just play this. Save our life total a little bit. Sure, you've drawn a bunch of cards. Guess he's just being resource efficient here. That's a nice draw. I think we gotta hit this, eh? As much as I want to kill that. Do we just clog up the front line to make it more likely that we can encircle something? Or do I hold up from the deep? Probably I hold up from the deep. Then he moves this up, it's a 5-5. I mean, that's probably happening either way. I'll probably just play this. Sure. I think I just want to play out stuff rather than this thing to draw cards. Let's do the thing that deals double damage to tanks. And the other thing. Worth noting is that if we had kept our NEBELWERFER, this thing wouldn't have been as nasty. And of course it would have been great against his Katyushas, but we didn't know he was a US Soviet aggro deck going into it. I erred on the side of he was playing mid-range or ramp, but maybe that's wrong of me because maybe this is the meta US deck in the format right now. Actually might be something we try next week. I think that might be what I do. Ooh, that's nice. So we can go kill you, take away a card. Move this nasty boy up and circle it. Are we really looking for a double coin flip? Friggin' Katyusha players, man. Yeah, you disconnect. You disconnect for your Katyusha play. No, that's actually kind of sucks because I wanted to see how this would play out. We were definitely behind, but I mean... Opponent taking away our sweet memes. Alright, well, whatever. I kind of sucked, but... I mean, depending on what our draw was there... I don't know, it's hard to speculate. At least we got to encircle a... I mean, he was still ahead on board, even missing the second coin flip, so I don't know. I don't think it was a rage quit. I think he legitimately disconnected. I don't think there's any reason for him to disconnect there. He was ahead on board, and he had more cards in hand, didn't he? We were, like, thoroughly far behind, I think. Yes, please, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. Probably not. Yeah, okay. Do this. Ooh, that could come in handy. We'll see. If he has a play on turn 1, we'd run out the ARADO. If he doesn't, we run out the 33rd Recon. Never mind, we're doing that so we can encircle it next turn. No turn 1 play indicates maybe he's a control deck. Or just has a really bad hand. Okay. Yep. Maybe just has a really bad hand. We're not making the mistake we did last week when I didn't kill the Type 93 in this position and then got doubled like 15th Cavalry or whatever. This... I think we can eat this. Throw this up. Well played. Yes! That double encirclement off the top after drawing the 34th Infantry. That was all skill. Had nothing to do with luck. Unfortunately, this ARADO looking like it's not going to do much this game. Except maybe power up our joint operation. I think we just chill. Our opponent's on the letting us mill ourselves plan. I see what he's doing. We should have run these into here. Just so we don't lose our whole deck. Oh no! That is his plan! Now we do this. I'll play this first because I'd rather not lose, like... NACHSCHUB's a good card, but I'd rather keep it in hand to be discarded, I think. Can play it out. Now do we want to play it out? What's the chance of us getting value out of it? Slim? It's like, is this more valuable on the table or more valuable for the slight chance it gets discarded to this card? It's probably better on the table, honestly, but... Now it definitely would have been... No, we got punished for that. This would have been a 1-cost FLAMMPANZER. Now it's a 2. Yeah, I don't want him drawing cards with that, I guess, so... I guess that's going to be our play that turn. I really want to play this, though. Wouldn't have changed anything, right? Not really. Maybe we do need to just play this. This is just not resource efficient enough. Like, even if I had played this out the next turn, this would have cost 1, and I still couldn't have played this out this turn, but I think I'm supposed to. It's kind of a wash, because I guess he's going to get to draw a card anyway. Would have been worse if he aimed this here, actually, to finish this off. Yeah. I don't think I can... like, not afford to not spend my resources that turn. Ooh, sweet. That's, I guess, why he did what he did. Ooh, hello? Hello, 34th Infantry. Thank you. Please leave. So we have this for the for this, which is almost certainly going to make us overdraw. If I play this, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I get 2 back, so it's actually only 3, 4, and then I can still play out 3 cost worth of stuff. Alternatively, I can just move this forward, deny him another card draw. But then he gets to shoot this with either things and move this up to the front line, and that probably putting a little bit too much pressure on us. It's a tough one. Oh, goody. Well, now we're in a real pickle. Let me just play that out. Just getting, like, thoroughly punished for all of our decisions this game. I think it was right to try to prevent this from moving to the front line, though. Maybe not. Losing our empire really stunk, though. We're just going for it, eh? This can kill this. But then again, there's Leo. I think I want to keep this. Still might run this into here. We're getting actually pretty low. Are we just dead? We are just dead. Good math skills, John. We actually needed to run the comet into that. Derp. Derp. Yep. Possibly, yep. Move this up just to delay or even prevent a possible encirclement. We're fine with that. Our Nebelwerfers can finish those off. Actually, With that in mind, I'm probably supposed to play the Nebelwerfer because it kind of forces him to attack it. Because what we can do is next turn play out another 3-drop attack with it. Whereas if I play the FLAMMPANZER, I can't operate it as well. So I think it's correct to actually play the Nebelwerfer. Yes, it does mean this can still get encircled, but I mean, we have 2 FLAMMPANZERs in hand, so I think it's okay. I think that's okay. Yep, so now I think we FLAMMPANZER play this out. This plus another Nebelwerfer finishes it off, or I could just shoot it with FLAMMPANZER depending on what he does. Or he could just play Blitzkrieg and end us. That's also a possibility. And with 2 of these in hand, I think I just go ahead and play out one. Just want to get ahead on board if possible. Sure. I think we're supposed to just kill that. I don't think I can lean on this guard unit and then him getting like an isolation or Sendai regiment and hitting us with this. Our life total's getting a little too low. And I'm playing stuff out because we kind of need to turn the corner. We need to end this game before he finds enough stuff to burn us out. Man, these decisions. So I play the Takasagi, shoot him, that's 12. Can't quite race fast enough. You could also just have a bunch of air blitzes in hand and it just doesn't matter. Could go either way on this. Yep. Now we probably just hope that he doesn't have reach. Because either way we're dead, right? We need to like make sure that the game ends next turn. Good game though, it was close. Okay, doesn't have lethal this turn though. So the question is, can he prevent us from getting lethal this turn? Yes, he can. Oh, okay. Well done. Well played by the opponent. So worth noting that if I had taken the conservative line, we would have lost that turn anyway, right? The Spoozmeister in the house. Do we want joint operation? I think we do. I think you want to keep targeted removal if you can. Next turn we'll hold up from the deep. I think that's better than playing out 33rd Recon. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is more valuable later in the game. Nebelwerfer, eh? I think we want to save those for Katyushas. I guess we'll just be annoying with these. Next turn we're probably just moving all of this up. That was a brutal turn. We just generated a ton of tempo that turn. Ton of tempo that turn. Say that 10 times fast. So we have, how much damage is this dealing? 1, 2, 3. With this is 4, but 3 is enough for us to finish it off with one of the artillery pieces. So I think we go like this. And we're definitely gonna kill this. That's a really good draw. Don't have quite enough resources though. Or do we? If I shoot this, he gains a lot though. That's the problem. I can kill it with this. He can't target this, so it's not a big deal. He'll gain 4 health either way. Then I go up to 8. This and this, shoot his stuff. I don't think that's necessary. Okay. I assume he's gonna kill the GEBIRGSJÄGER here. Okay, can we kill him this turn? This is... How much damage is this doing if I play the tank? That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus this. Doing that only costs 1 resource. This will then do... We don't have quite enough. And we won't get the resources back either, so we'll probably just do this. You know what? I'm so dumb. I'm probably supposed to shoot this with both of those, eh? That's what I was supposed to do. And then this, I would have... Would I have had enough resources to move this up and then this could have killed the guard unit? Probably. Yeah, that was silly of me. These should have definitely targeted this. I had a separate line in my head thinking that I could like deal a little bit of damage to this and then pass and like could ignore this, but after I realized that that wasn't the case, I definitely should have changed my line. He's red bannering. So that moves up for sure. This is how much damage? +1 for each non-tank. So that's 1, 2. So it's a 5. And then this I have 1, 2, 3 unit types. So it should be dealing 4. But I don't have quite enough resources to do all that. Because this costs 7 to get it up there. And I need more than that. If we lose this game, I think it's because I made a mistake in the earlier turns. Okay. So that's only how much damage? Not a lot. Yeah, we might have lost this game to this. How much damage is this? Do I just go for the HQ then? Deal 1 plus the number of unit types. I could go for this, but then I think he starts getting out of range. What does the FLAMMPANZER do? Oh, oh, no. It's not quite enough. Well... Because 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8. That's not quite enough. I think it's the play, though. Well, if he hits 15th motor rifles, we're in trouble. Just barely. Yeah, I think the turn where we didn't kill the T-34 was what put us in a position to lose that game. He didn't end up operating it the next turn, but if we had done that play, I think we would have had enough resources to put the Panzer III-L into play and shoot him, which would have brought him closer to death, I think. No, because it could have killed the motor rifles, and then, yeah, a bunch of other stuff. Whatever. We won the game, so we didn't make any mistakes, right? That's how it works. I'm kidding. See you later, Wirtz. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. We'll play this deck for another 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to be switching over to Streets of Rage for the remainder of the stream. There is a possibility I will be back and streaming something later this weekend. It's not likely, but it's possible. I'm not interested in fighting the AI here. I have everything at FM. I don't care about my ladder rank, so I'm facing the AI doesn't even change your ladder rank anyway. Win or lose, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna wait for a human player. At least we assume the person on the other side of the computer is human. Could be wrong. We could be getting beat up by cats and dogs sleeping on their owner's keyboard. Well, every US deck we faced today was the aggro one, right? So maybe I'm supposed to keep these. Throw this back because it's not as good of a turn 3 play in the dark. If I thought he was a ramp deck or something, sure, because it can be aggressive, but then again, it's good against the Shermans. But I think I want to keep... I think we have enough 3-drops. I'd rather keep both of these just in case. So I think this is worth tossing back, looking for a good 2, or looking for removal. Throw that out. I think I'd rather throw that out than this, move this up, or I could just throw this out and not move this up, but in that case, probably want to do this. Okay, so they are a ramp deck, so unfortunately, I don't think I want to move this up and give him access to his Awoken Giant. Do I play this out? Probably, because there's the chances of this drawing a card is slim, but at the same time, a 1/2 fighter isn't super valuable quite yet. It can be like a 1-turn blocker against the bombers that he's playing, but let's see what he's doing first. Sure. It's also good with that. So I play out the plane and a tank. We could do that next turn, I guess. Takasagi or Panzer III-L? Feels bad bottoming the Panzer III-L, but it's probably not going to be super great here. Put this up, keep it fine. I think I actually want to run this into something, draw a card with the ARADO. Because we don't need another infantry unit. This finishes that off. And then how much damage can this do if we play out the FLAMMPANZER as well? We won't have the resources for that. 1, 2, 3. So it'll do 4 damage. So it can actually kill this. I like moving these up. Thanks for the card. What does this do? When it destroys a unit in combat, it draws a card. Encirclement, not really useful right now. Does this have to survive? Unknown. I'm assuming this doesn't draw if it trades with something, but I could be mistaken. Yeah, this is why I wanted to run this into here just in case. So I was humming and hawing, and yeah, I probably just should have. Just to deny him one more card. Play out some stuff so our Empire of the Sun hits harder, or doesn't make us overdraw. Card is definitely unfortunate. You don't normally see this nowadays. 2, 3. I think I just want to play out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think we need to look for something though. Yeah, we have enough of that kind of effect in our hand, so I'm almost certainly taking this. Can take us down to 3. It's actually possible he can kill us here. I think he has enough resources to oh, he's also a Japan deck, so we can't win. US plus Japan. Probably a good enough combination against us. Okay, that's something. Can we kill 2 of his units? Because we can play an infantry, artillery, and then we have tank, which means this does 4 to kill this. This can kill this. So he just stops drawing cards. And stops hitting our HQ. Probably fishing for strategic bombing. We're definitely dead to that. Good game. Yep, got beaten by the deck going bigger than us. Would have to look at the way those early turns played out, and maybe there was a way I could have changed the outcome there. I almost certainly let him draw more cards than I should have with not running that ARADO into the one plane the turn before, and who knows, like that might have let him look deep enough in his deck to get the cards that he needed to win. But we lost with him having plenty of cards in hand, so you know, that's not like, I don't really care about that specifically. Just curious about other things. 3-drop. Probably the one that has more defense. Possible we want to toss this back too, looking for a good 2-drop. Or just something else. It's a fun game though. Yep, FLAMMPANZER would have been a better hit for sure. Let's go with this and just draw a card. Probably want to just start attacking this. Now NEBELWERFER finishes it off. If he buffs it, that's okay, I think. Ah, one resource away. But I still think we want to do it while it's in range, like before he starts buffing stuff. He needs something to deal with this at least. Move that up for sure. Probably just play a bunch of stuff out. See if he has protection for that. He does not. I think I want to just play this out and kill the thing. Not gonna play this out, it's probably just gonna get swept. Like, he's probably has carpet bombing in hand. Still think I don't want to play that out. Again, fearing carpet bombing. The way he's playing those previous turns clearly indicates to me that he didn't have carpet bombing, and now that, you know, he kind of is fishing for it now because these are really problematic for him. Neither of these can be targeted. So we'll see what he has. And all the while we have this to fall back on. Should he put something really scary on the board? Yeah, he's just fishing here. I think you want to eat the other unit there. So this is what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to trade this off. And the reason why is I don't want this to be in carpet bombing range. I could eat this and then shoot this and keep both my units yes, or even ignore this outright. But I don't want this to be then in carpet bombing range. So I think I'm going to throw it away here. and then eat this. And I think I'm okay to play out the infantry, perhaps. I think I saved the Nebelwerfer though. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Do I just play this out as kind of a distraction, and if he decides to like go all out on the thing that he can't target, I can encircle that? Okay. Draw 4 is good enough for me. We're gonna cash in this Empire of the Sun now. I think I'll just kill that. Is that true? Because it is in Nebelwerfer range. I think we've gone through 2 of those already though this game, so there's only a third left. This is our last joint operation though. Could just run this out as a distraction. He could get that out of range of joint operation. Humming and hawing here. See if we can't find a Panther A with this. That would be really good. It's a pretty good draw. I think I'd take the Empire of the Sun, fearing another plane that we can't deal with. I'm gonna save this for a 1-drop. I'm gonna throw this out because, you know, may as well empty our hand. If he sweeps us, it draws us a card. Sure. I don't think I Leo here. And I don't think I encircle this, as tempting as that would be. Okay, perfect. The way he positioned this, I think, is questionable. I think he wanted to put it here because now I can eat this bomber. And now I think I would like to play out the STUG IV here, but I think it's better to play out the or to hold up the From the Deep. Okay. This kills this, sadly. I think I just overdraw. I know he has the naval support, but I can always just like Leopold away the thing that he does that on. I didn't even notice we were that far through our deck. Are you kidding me? What a fucking top deck. Alright, we played an hour with this deck, and yeah, I think I'm done for the day.